I'm on grasshopper duty. It's putting me in a bad mood because I hate killing things. But there is a damn plague on my property, and all I'm doing is growing humongous grasshoppers because I have so much food for them, and they are decimating everything. So I've decided to try vacuuming them. I bought this Makita 2-gallon cordless shop vac. Works on an 18-volt battery. Okay, I was at this for about 40 minutes, I'd say, and I ended up with 30 grasshoppers and a little wasp. I don't think that's much of a success. I think the main problem is the noise of the shop vac and the fact that the suction isn't really strong enough for sucking them up at the end of the wand. You know, it might be more suction if I didn't have the cardboard wand on there. Also, when I put it on high, it uses up the batteries really fast, and the machine, you know, the document says you should use the 5 amp hour batteries with this machine, and now I know why, because my batteries are 3 amp hours, and they just like die too fast. But I think the main thing is the noise and the lack of really strong suction at the end of the wand. And the grasshoppers are just too friggin' fast. There's got to be another way. We'll have to think on it. Okay, I'm not done yet. Here's another grasshopper scheme. I saw in one place online about a grasshopper trap where you can use like a fuzzy blanket. If you can hang the blanket up or lay it out somewhere and then chase the grasshoppers onto it, they'll stick to it because it's fuzzy. But I've never found a fuzzy blanket. And I haven't figured out how to make that trap work. So what I'm going to do, I know they like to climb sticks. They like to climb up plants and then jump off. So I'm going to try, and I'm going to twist this Velcro strip onto, I'm going to roll it around this stick. That's one side of the Velcro, and I have the other strip which has the other side of the Velcro on it, which I'm going to put on the second stick, and I'm just going to put them in the garden and see if I can chase any grasshopper onto it and see if he gets stuck. Desperation. What is that quote from some guy who says every man has a scheme that will not work? I have lots. Okay, I stand defeated once again. My Velcro sticks were ridiculous. I even caught a grasshopper and tried to stick him on this, and he wouldn't stick. These are little monster creatures. Ah. And here is another addendum on the grasshopper situation. I have been planting things on my roof, my experimental roof garden. This is the second summer. I started too late last year, and I started a little bit earlier this year, so I actually have some melons. Check this out. And got a couple melons here. There's one up here. There's one down there. I think I still am a little bit too late, but I've had great success with the carrots, which are still growing well, and they're liking the fleece cover. Unfortunately, the kale is being demolished by aphids at the moment, but you know, this is typical in Colorado. But I wanted to say, there has not been one grasshopper up here all summer. So, if all of you want to put your whole garden on top of the roof, you might escape the grasshoppers. That's my plan. That's a small project, right? Hey everybody, welcome to my vegan kitchen. As some of you know, I have been trying to stock up on things so I don't have to go grocery shopping. It was 6 weeks between shopping trips the last time, and if I go for 2 more weeks, it will be 8 weeks this time. So I still have frozen bananas, which I use for my smoothies. You saw in one of my recent videos my effort to dehydrate potatoes in the shape of little French fries, but that didn't work. They got moldy in the jar. I bought my dehydrator just a couple years ago to use for the vegan cheeses that I invented, so I haven't really used it for too many other things, and now I'm experimenting. I have these little apple chunks that I dehydrated and some zucchini that I dehydrated. So I'm opening the jar and shaking it like it says in one of these documents to let air circulate. I'm supposed to do that for like 10 days or something to make sure they're dry enough. I hope they last. I have some frozen zucchini and some frozen apples. Anyway, I keep running out of pasta because I love pasta. So I have some semolina flour. So I'm going to make some eggless pasta dough right now, and I'm going to try using my pasta maker to make some spaghetti or fettuccine or tagliatelle or whatever it is that shape that this makes. And if I get around to making a little tofu, I might make some ravioli with some zucchini and garlic and onions and basil and stuff, because that would be great to have in the freezer. So this is my experiment. Always an experiment, and we'll see how it goes. Oh my God, it's delicious. Oh my God, I'm hooked now. It has a beautiful texture. Oh my God, now I'm gonna have to make my own pasta all the time. As I see it, this is a list of the purposes for my garden. It's manifold. This is just a list of 8. I could think of a lot more probably. 1, beauty. And a friend of mine, someone very special to me, once said that an artist combs the heavens for beauty. And I would add that a gardener only has to comb their backyard for beauty, and I am both. So I am building my Monet garden from which to paint. 2, well-being. Build a garden and send those dark moods packing. Simple as that. 3, food. Even if you fail at gardening, you can still eat your weeds. That's all I'm saying. 4, wildlife habitat. Wildlife are people too. That's all I'm gonna say on that. 5, water. Learn to corral your water. Climate change, people. If you live in a dry climate like Colorado, you learn to save your water, build swales, build pools. You won't regret it, and your critters won't regret it either. 6, be an example for your neighbors. You know, if you build it, they're going to want to build it too. And then you're going to have a very beautiful and healthy and wildlife happy neighborhood. Yay! 7, from this senior gardener to you senior gardeners. I am a 65-year-old single woman, and I have figured out if you just eat well, meditate, and if you have enough ladders and clamps and bungee cords, you can do anything. So don't be scared to try. 8, I can never get these fingers up. 8, make a career of it. I paint beautiful paintings from my beautiful flowers and even my weeds and whatever I find that's beautiful, which is most things. And I have a whole bunch of clients who love my work and want to partake. It uplifts them, it uplifts me. What goes around comes around. It's a beautiful circle. So make a career of it. Why not? It's the best thing out there, in my opinion. To uplift humanity, it's a great service work, and it brings a lot of joy. So there you go. And away we go.